Un chien interrompt l'enterrement et lorsque les gens ouvrent le cercueil, ils sont choqués. C'était une journée grise et pluvieuse dans le petit quartier de la vieille église Sainte-Marie. Les gouttes d'eau frappaient le toit avec une régularité apaisante, mais la tristesse régnait à l'intérieur de l'église. Martha, une femme âgée et veuve depuis peu, se tenait près du cercueil de son mari récemment décédé. Ses yeux rougis par les larmes témoignaient de son immense chagrin. À ses côtés, Rex, son fidèle chien, restait assis, attentif à chaque mouvement, chaque son. Rex n'était pas un simple chien de compagnie, il était un membre à part entière de la famille, un compagnon loyal qui avait partagé tant de moments de vie avec Martha et son mari. La petite église était à moitié vide, les quelques personnes présentes étant surtout des proches et des amis de longue date. L'ambiance était lourde, empreinte de douleur et de souvenirs. Le prêtre récitait des prières, sa voix monotone résonnant dans la nef silencieuse. C'est alors que quelque chose d'étrange se produisit. Rex, habituellement si calme et obéissant, commença à s'agiter. Il se leva brusquement et tira sur sa laisse, émettant des gémissements et des aboiements étouffés. Martha essaya de le calmer, pensant que le chien ressentait simplement sa détresse. Mais le comportement de Rex ne fit que s'intensifier. Il tirait de plus en plus fort, ses aboiements devenant plus insistants. Les regards se tournaient vers lui, la curiosité et l'inquiétude montant parmi les présents. Pourquoi Rex se comportait-il ainsi? Quelque chose semblait le perturber profondément. Martha, malgré sa propre tristesse, ne pouvait ignorer les instincts de son chien. Une sensation d'angoisse monta en elle. Qu'est-ce qui pouvait bien pousser Rex à agir de la sorte, surtout en un moment aussi solennel? La situation atteignit son paroxysme lorsque Rex, d'un coup sec, parvint à se libérer de sa laisse et courut vers le cercueil. Les invités, choqués, se levèrent de leur siège, et le prêtre interrompit sa prière, le visage marqué par la surprise. Rex se mit à gratter frénétiquement le cercueil, ses aboiements devenant des hurlements déchirants. Martha, le cœur battant à tout rompre, s'avança précipitamment. Elle sentait que quelque chose d'inhabituel se passait. « Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Rex » murmura Martha, la voix tremblante. Les gens autour d'elle commençaient à murmurer, certains proposant d'éloigner le chien, d'autres suggérant de vérifier ce qui se passait. Martha, poussée par une intuition soudaine, prit une décision audacieuse. « Veuillez ouvrir le cercueil » demanda-t-elle, la voix empreinte d'une détermination inattendue. Les regards se croisèrent, hésitants, mais le prêtre, comprenant la gravité de la situation, fit signe aux employés des pompes funèbres de procéder. L'atmosphère était électrique, chaque seconde semblait une éternité. Lorsque le couvercle du cercueil fut enfin soulevé, un silence de plomb s'abattit sur l'assemblée. Les yeux s'écarquillèrent de stupeur. À l'intérieur, le corps du mari de Martha montrait des signes de vie. Sa poitrine se soulevait faiblement, et un faible gémissement s'échappa de ses lèvres. « Il est vivant !» s'écria quelqu'un dans la foule. Martha, choquée, sentit ses jambes faiblir. Rex, quant à lui, continuait de gémir doucement, fixant son maître de ses yeux remplis de dévotion et de détresse. Le chaos s'ensuivit. Les gens appelaient des ambulances, certains tentaient de réanimer l'homme. Martha, les larmes aux yeux, caressa la tête de Rex avec gratitude. « Merci, mon brave » murmura-t-elle, comprenant que sans l'insistance de son chien, elle aurait perdu son mari pour de bon. Ainsi se termina ce premier chapitre, laissant tout le monde dans une attente fébrile de ce qui allait suivre. Les questions restaient nombreuses, les esprits tourmentés par l'étrangeté de la situation. Que s'était-il vraiment passé? Comment expliquer cet incroyable retournement de situation? Les réponses allaient-elles arriver à temps? The chaos of the moment was overwhelming, but Martha's mind drifted back to happy times as she watched the paramedic work on her husband. Flashback of their life together played like an old film real in her mind. She remembered their first meeting at a local dance, where her husband, Tom, had chilly asked her for a dance. They had spun around the dance floor to an old jazz tune, looked her bubbling up a day tried to keep in step. Martha's thoughts then shifted to a more recent memory, the day they brought Rex home. Tom had always wanted a dog, and Rex had been a Christmas gift. She recalled the joy in Tom's eyes as Rex, then just a puppy, bonded around their living room. Tom had immediately bonded with Rex, and the two became inseparable. Rex would follow Tom everywhere, and their walks in the park became a cherished daily ritual. Rex had been there for them through thick and thin. Martha remembered the dark days of Thomas Hill. Rex seemed to sense the gravity of the situation, always staying close to Thomas' side, offering silent comfort. In those moments of solitude and fear, Martha found solace in Rex's unwavering presence. The dog's loyalty and love provided a beacon of hope amidst the uncertainty. As she returned to the present, Martha's internal dialogue was a mix of fear and hope. She questioned everything. How had they not noticed Tom was still alive? What if Rex hadn't been there? She shuddered at the thought. Her eyes filled with gratitude as she watched Rex, who was now sitting calmly by Thomas' side, his head resting on Thomas' hand. Martha knew she owed Rex everything. Martha's relationship with Rex was deeply rooted in mutual trust and love. After Thomas had worsened, Rex had become her confidant, the one constant in her tumultuous life. Rex seemed to understand her in way no one else could. Whenever Martha felt overwhelmed, Rex would nuzzle her and or lay his head in her lap, providing silent comfort. This bond had only strengthened through the years, solidifying Rex's role as not just a pet, but a true companion. The bond between Martha and Tom had always been strong, but Thomas had tested it in an unexpected way. Martha had taken on the role of caregiver, dedicating herself to Thomas' well-being. Despite the exhaustion and emotional toll, she never wavered in her commitment. Their key moments together, even in the hospital, were filled with a profound sense of love and partnership. They often reminisced about their adventures and dreams, finding strength in their shared memory. At the funeral, the dynamics with the attendees were complex. Many were supportive, but some were skeptical of Martha's decision to open the coffin. Whispers of doubt and disbelief filled the room. Yet, as Tom showed signs of life, these whispers turned to murmurs of astonishment and concern. The community, too small, rallied around Martha, offering words of comfort and support. Among the attendees was Helen, a long-time friend of the family. She had always been skeptical of Rex's importance, viewing him merely as a pet. However, witnessing Rex's action that shifted her perspective. Helen approached Martha, her expression a mix of awe and respect. Martha, he never realized how intuitive Rex is. Et saved Thomas' life, Helen admitted, her voice filled with genuine admiration. Martha nodded, tears in her eyes. Rex has always been special. Et just knows, she replied, her voice trembling with emotion. The paramedic finally stabilized Tom and prepared to transport him to the hospital. Rex tried to follow, but Martha held him back gently. Rex, we need to stay here for now, she whispered, too attached to stay with Tom. She trusted that Rex had done everything he could. The trust and loyalty between Martha, Tom, and Rex were undeniable. It was a bond that had been tested and proven unbreakable. As the ambulance pulled away, Martha felt a sense of relief mixed with a renewed hope. The love and support from her community, the unwavering loyalty of Rex, and the flicker of life in Thomas' eyes gave her the strength to believe that they would get through this, together. The days following the shocking discovery at the funeral were a whirlwind of emotion and conflict for Martha. The primary conflict she faced was internal, as she grappled with the hope and fear of potentially losing Tom again. The moment Tom had shown signs of life was miraculous, but it also plunged her into a state of heightened anxiety. Every beep of the hospital monitor, every uncertain look from the doctor, sent wave of dread through her. Externally, Martha faced the challenge of convincing the medical staff and some skeptical family members that Thomas' case was not a mere anomaly. Despite the evidence of his sign of life, some still viewed it as a fleeting moment rather than a sustained recovery. Martha's resolve was constantly tested as she fought for Thomas' right to receive the best possible care. She found herself explaining repeatedly how Rex's instinct had saved Tom, yet not everyone was easily convinced. There was also the financial burden. Thomas' extended stay in the hospital and the unforeseen medical expense began to mount. Martha, who had lived on a modest pension, found herself dipping into her savings and reaching out for financial help. The fear of financial ruin loomed over her, adding another layer of stress to an already overwhelming situation. Furthermore, Martha struggled with the emotional toll of potentially having to face Thomas' death a second time. The idea of going through the pain of losing him again, after this miraculous reprieve, was almost too much to bear. She relied heavily on Rex, whose presence was a constant source of comfort, but even this loyal companionship could not completely shield her from the storm of emotion she was experiencing. The first major turning point came when the doctor, after numerous tests and observation, confirmed that Tom was indeed showing signs of recovery. His vitals were stable, and he was responding to stimuli, albeit weakly. This news was a beacon of hope for Martha. The medical team was now fully on board, shifting their effort toward a recovery plan rather than end-of-life care. This shift was monumental, providing Martha with a sense of validation and renewed energy to face the challenge ahead. However, this relief was short-lived. A sudden complication arose when Tom developed a severe infection. His body, already weakened, struggled to fight it off. The doctor warned Martha that this could be a critical setback. The fragility of Tom's condition became painfully clear, thrusting Martha back into a state of desperate open fear. This plot twist was a stark reminder that their battle was far from over. Amidst this turmoil, another twist unfolded. An anonymous benefactor, who had heard of Martha's plight and Rex's incredible intuition, donated a significant amount of money to help cover the medical expense. This act of kindness was a lifeline for Martha, lifting the financial weight off her shoulder and allowing her to focus solely on Tom's recovery. The identity of this benefactor remained a mystery, but her generosity brought a ray of light into Martha's dark days. Meanwhile, Rex continued to be a pivotal part of the unfolding story. One evening, as Martha sat by Tom's bedside, Rex began to act up again, similar to his behavior at the funeral. He barked and pulled on his leash, his eyes fixed on Tom. Martha, recalling how Rex's instinct had saved Tom once before, immediately called for a nurse. The medical team rushed in and discovered that Tom was experiencing respiratory distress. Rex's timely warning allowed the doctor to intervene swiftly, stabilizing Tom's condition once more. This incident cemented Rex's role as not just a loyal but a guardian angel of sorrow. The medical staff, initially skeptical, now looked at Rex with newfound respect. Martha felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for Rex, whose instinct continued to protect and guide them through these trying times. As the days went by, Tom's condition gradually improved. He began to regain consciousness, his eyes fluttering open to the sight of Martha and Rex by his side. The relief and joy Martha felt were indescribable. This second turning point marked the beginning of Tom's journey back to health. The twist and turn of their ordeal had tested them to their limit, but with each day, they grew stronger, fueled by love, hope, and the unwavering loyalty of Rex. The series of conflict and plot twists not only ignited the fragility of life but also underscored the strength of the bond between Martha, Tom, and Rex. Each challenge they faced brought them closer together, proving that even in the darkest of times, hope and love can illuminate the path forward. The hospital room was filled with an air of cautious optimism as Tom's condition gradually improved. Martha, however, remained vigilant, her nerves to a bowstring. The doctor had managed to stabilize him after the respiratory distress, but the journey was far from over. Each day brought new challenge, and Martha clung to every small sign of recovery with a mixture of hope and fear. The greatest point of tension came one night when Tom's condition took another unexpected turn. Martha was sitting by his bedside, her hand gently resting on his. Rex lay curled at her feet, ever watchful. Suddenly, the monitor attached to Tom began to beep erratically. His heart peaked, and he started gasping for breath. The room was instantly flooded with nurse and doctor, their urgent voices blending into a chaotic symphony. Code blue. We need to intubate, a doctor shouted, and Martha was gently but firmly ushered out of the room. Rex, sensing the urgency, barked and whined, trying to follow her out but was held back by a nurse. Martha stood in the hallway, her heart pounding, tears streaming down her face. The world seemed to blur around her, and she felt a profound helplessness. Time dragged painfully as she waited, each second an eternity. The fear of losing Tom again gnawed at her, and she silently prayed for his survival. Finally, after what felt like an age, a doctor emerged from the room, his expression serious but not grave. Mrs. Martinez, we've managed to stabilize your husband, he said, his voice a soothing balm to her frayed nerve. It was a close call, but he is strong. He is fighting. Martha let out a breath she didn't realize she was holding, her knees almost buckling with relief. She nodded, unable to speak, and the doctor gave her a reassuring smile before heading back into the room. As Thomas' condition stabilized and he slowly regained his strength, the hospital staff marveled at his resilience. The close call had shaken everyone, but it also underscored the remarkable recovery Tom was making. Martha, ever present by his side, found herself overwhelmed with gratitude not just for the medical team but also for Rex, whose instinct had once again proven vital. The financial burden that had weighed so heavily on Martha was lifted thanks to the anonymous donation. This allowed her to focus entirely on Thomas' recovery without the constant worry of mounting bill. The benefactor's generosity was a mystery, but one day Martha received a letter revealing the identity. It was an old friend of Thomas who had heard about their plight and wanted to help discreetly. Martha had swelled with gratitude and she made a mental note to thank this friend personally on things settled. Thomas' recovery was slow but steady. Each day brought small victory, like the first time he kissed Martha under the moment he managed to whisper her name. These moments were precious, reaffirming their bond and the power of their love. Rex was a constant presence, offering comfort and encouragement in his own silent way. His unwavering loyalty had not only saved Thomas' life but also given Martha the strength to face each day with renewed hope. As the weeks turned into months, Tom regained his mobility and strength. The day he was finally discharged from the hospital was filled with emotion. The staff gathered to bid him farewell, and Martha couldn't hold back her tears of joy. Rex, sensing the significance of the moment, wagged his tail furiously, his eyes shining with a pin. Back at home, life slowly returned to a semblance of normalcy. Thomas' recovery continued, supported by physical therapy and the unwavering care from Martha. The community that had once doubted the necessity of opening the coffin now rallied around them, offering help and support. The skepticism had turned to admiration, and many saw Rex as a hero. One evening, as the family sat together in their living room, Martha reflected on the journey they had been through. The trial and tribulation had tested their strength, but ultimately, they had emerged stronger. The bond between Martha, Tom, and Rex had been solidified in the fear of adversity. Martha, Tom said softly, breaking her reverie. We owe everything to Rex. He saved my life. Martha nodded, her eyes filling with tears. Yes, he did. He is our guardian angel. Rex looked up at them, his tail wagging slightly as if he understood. In that moment, Martha realized that their family, too small, was resilient and bound by an unbreakable love. The dilemma they faced had not been easy, but through determination, hope, and the incredible instinct of Rex, they had overcome them. Life would always have its challenge, but together, they knew they could face anything. And with Rex by their side, they felt ready for whatever the future held.